Hello everyone, welcome to another week of Beyond Education Early Childhood Weekly Bites. This week I'm going to be speaking to you about self-awareness. Now this is a topic that I have actually been just recently getting to know more about myself and spending more time and effort investing in understanding who I really am and what are my strengths, fears, and triggers in life that that have been affecting me in my personal life and also in my career. So I really hope that this session is going to really open your eyes and get you curious about maybe even understanding a little bit more about how much you understand about yourself and why that is important. So I'd like to first begin to say that being self-aware sometimes is not a gift, especially if you grow up in an environment whereby your family you've been told what to do, or that your life is being lined up very neatly or very you're very scheduled in your life in a manner that that doesn't actually allow you to reflect and think and to have a sense of agency over your decisions and actions from a very young age. And there are also people now that in my adult life that I'm friends with or that I work with that I understand that are not naturally wired that way, and it is actually not anyone's fault that we probably are not self-aware, but the good news is that you can actually grow into it. So I'd like to start to first talk about this by asking the question, why? Why do we even want to be self-aware, and what is being self-aware? Being self-aware is to understand your own feelings. So we all come with our own intellect. That's where our education training, our professional training comes into place, but also understanding that underlying all our actions and the things that we do are motivations. In fact, like how you actually wake up every morning feeling motivated and energized to be doing certain things is actually being affected by and being led by your own emotions. So the better that you understand yourself, what motivates you, what actually demoralizes you is really important. And being self-aware also is very important because it's going to help you to know how best do you work, what sort of environment, what sort of work culture actually energizes you and make you be a better employee, worker, leader in your space. And knowing as well what challenges you, what are the things that actually would make you retreat into your shell in that respect, and also to identify the areas of growth, potential growth zone for you, and also the fear zones. Now I also think that being self-aware also provides honest feedback on your efforts. So if you know what you do best, your strengths or your fears, that would actually give you quite a realistic feedback on your efforts in things that perhaps you're trying a new endeavor or you're trying to do certain things. You would understand that why is it that you are actually indeed honestly not good at certain things, or that there are some things that are actually holding you back. So like I explained, this is really a very important part of understanding yourself. And now that I've actually learned this new knowledge, I have been using that and trying to work that out with my my tween and teenager age children, and I find that that's really helpful in just even helping them to unpack where they are really strong, the areas where they're really strong at, and things that perhaps that they are really struggling with, and what those things might be. So personally, I have actually in the last 2 years, especially during COVID time, have invested in myself, in understanding a little bit more about being emotionally healthy. So personally, I'd like to recommend you, if you would like to look into books, if you're a book person, or like even into audio, watching video, you might want to search up Emotionally Healthy Leader by Peter Scazzero. And I think through his series, I've understood a lot more about myself and how emotions actually comes to being, and being able to really assess what are the things that not only hold me back or to help me in certain ways, but there are also underlying things that actually help me to be a more emotionally healthy person. And it really shifts my paradigm of understanding outcomes of success. And I feel that personally it's taken the pressure off the mindsets that perhaps many of you would have grown up with, knowing that or understanding that to chase the next highest and the next shiny thing in your life. Could be a car, a career, a position, a promotion. What is it in there in life that you and I are really should be motivated and will really get a lot of joy and satisfaction out of? So I think have a look if you're interested to find that out. And the second thing that I have actually actioned and has really helped in terms of my self-awareness is to maintain a reflective journal, and that involves asking myself a series of questions. If you're interested, I'll be very happy to make some videos to share that with you in the future sessions to come. But the reflective journals, what it does is to be able to look at myself at a point in time and to objectively see what I have been thinking and feeling at that time, and how that actually shifts my action or cause action or inaction in certain ways. So I find that really, really helpful. Now, thirdly, I have built up a within my own network of friends and trusted people, really a group of people that I meet with quite on a regular basis to bounce and sense some ideas and questions that I might have along the way. Maybe things that's to do with work, professional life, or even private life, just to walk through with me in terms of my thought process, and having that person to speak with, and also to question me on some of the things that I might be thinking or feeling. It's really helpful. So I really hope that today's session just opens up your interest, whets your appetite for, am I actually being self-aware? How self-aware am I? And is that something that I would like to put into my own personal growth journey in this stage of my professional or even my private life? So I'll leave you with that thought, and I'll see you the next session. Bye.